Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. What's happening, y'all? We have Rey Mysterio Hall of Fame version 6-star bronze. Let's bro. Happy New Year, y'all. Hope everyone's doing well. Here is our preview of Rey Mysterio. Showboat, chaotic. Training ability. Leech gems do 75% more damage. Blue moves start with +2 MP points. Seems like it's a good one for Hall of Fame Tori, but there should be others. More on that coming up. He does have gears. He has the Hall of Fame link, the tag link for it. And as we will see, it is actually this gear, the first gear that you can get, but it's actually the silver gear that is going to be very important. All color moves are going to start with 2 more move points, and that's going to make him a beast. And crossbreak gems are going to do 200% more damage when you get the next or the gold gear. Just depends. Whatever you get first, doesn't matter. You get the +2 MP, and that's what we're looking for. So let's go check out his first move set. Let's bro. So the first of our movesets, we're going to go triple purple. We're going to hit the Tilt-A-Whirl Head Scissors. We're going to make 22 random into the crossbreak gems. We're going to make 21 random with the 619 into multiplies of ×4. And lastly, the Spring Body Crossboard is going to deal 266k, but then we are going to heal ourselves for 2.97 million damage. So we're going to try to see how best we can run this, and it looks like we're going to have to run a double MP to start. So this is where you're going to need purple moves going to get this all going on turn 1. So Gunter and Woods for the 6 MP we need. And then on the back end here, here's where you can choose heal, you can choose multiply gems, you can do purple gem damage. You have a lot of options about how you might want to run this. We're going to try it with the multiply gems. We've got a set of Fury too, so we have another 80%. These 2 plates will be used elsewhere, but we can mess around with it. I just wanted to see sort of how hard it's going to hit as such. So let's bro against Walter and see what we think about Rey Mysterio. So this is going to heal us, but, you know, we don't have any health loss right now. But that's all right. So we'll just take it anyways. Crossbreak gems all across the board. And then multiples of ×5 for the other 21. And then this will recycle itself because odds are you are going to hit at least 1 purple gem with a multiply 5. Odds are. And then you just blow up the board. And that does about 4.5 million. So you can see it's not very powerful, but what it does allow you to do is to continually recycle and heal yourself. So any damage that you're taking is going to be healed. And if you're concerned, put down the multiplies first before you put the cross breaks down. And then we hit the cross breaks. And that one, odds are, we're pretty bad that time. We hit none. None hit. But we still have enough on the board. So that does another 4 million. So you can see it's not the most powerful. Hopefully this ends the match. We don't want to... Oh, gosh, we're going to do another turn. We got to have him hit things and take turns. But that you get a sense of just how that moveset works. Oh, thank goodness. Heal ourselves, which we're not going to do because we don't need to. And let's put down our cross breaks. Let's put down our multiplies. And be done with Walter this time around. He's just going to continually blow up the board. So, good maybe in a boss battle against cross breaks where you get cross break gem damage, but otherwise, not my favorite. Never would use this. Let's move on. So our next moveset, we are going to bring in the double blue with a yellow. So our submission is the Backpack Sleeper, 40 submission gems for 3 turns. The remaining of them are going to turn into crossbreak gems. So that's going to be helpful. We got the Diving Hurricane Rana. We're going to make yellow gems, 20 random into Pyros that are going to make yellow gems. And if we're going up against a striker, we're going to steal just about 3 million health. So it's a good striker build for that. And the last, the Mysterio Kanrana, choose 7 gems to make into yellow. Blue move to take into yellow. We're going to want to begin with more blue move points. So that's why we're going to put on blue and blue. If you have brawn, then you can have the extra yellow as well too. We're going to do some more submission move damage. Mine's only at 65% here, but I really could have just taken that up. Not a big deal. And then it's up to you. I wanted yellow gem damage for the Pyros and blue submission moves to get a little bit of extra points. I don't need all of the cross breaks to remain, so I'll take a little bit extra damage on the back end of that. We are going to put in the Gremlin's Ears plates whenever we make a submission. This is the wrong plate. Hold on, y'all. That's better. There we go. We wanted the Ronda's jacket, the baddest jacket plate. Whenever we make our submission gems, we are going to increase our yellow gem damage by 100% for 2 more turns. And the Pyro plate, because we're making all that as yellow gems and Pyros, we're going to get 500% more damage at the end of all of this. We've got our Fury 2s. We're going to test it out on the road against Walter again. So for this moveset, we're charged because we have perks. But if you don't have perks for all of them, you could run this yellow move first. But my suggestion, especially if you have Brawn Breaker, then this move, the Pyro, the Diving Hurricane Rana, will be ready to go after the sub. So we're going to hit the sub first. If you don't have him, then you might have to use the other blue move, create some yellow, so that way it'll be filled. Just a 3 match will do. So his turn is done right there. Boom. Now we can put down 20 random Pyro gems. And so the problem, as you can see, it might be worthwhile taking a different person. But now what we can do is we can just blow up the board. We can put down all of these into yellow gems, and it'll make everything yellow around us. And we blow up the board. And that did about 5.5 million. Turn 1 or so. Ooh, and he actually kicked out of it. Look at you. Look at you, sir. Look at you. Anyways, 20 more random on the board. Hopefully one of them hits a place where we can destroy more yellow gems. Like you? Nope. You're not a match. I don't know why I did that. We'll take the blue match for now. But you get the idea. It might be better to have more turns. So that way, the problem is there's just so many, it clogs the board. This is why I didn't like this one very much either. Oh, come on. Now you're going to make me blow up the board for no reason. That's the other problem, is that you're stuck blowing up the board when you don't want to. So let's do this. We'll convert you into yellow gems. There we go. And then we'll put down these. And this is what I don't like about this moveset. Having all the cross breaks only leads to more issues, I find, down the road. So let's do that. Hopefully that was enough that he won't kick out. And he's not going to kick out of that. So you can see 2 movesets. Neither one of them I'm really a huge fan of, but you get the idea. All right, let's get to the last moveset. The one that I think that you're going to use. Let's bro. There is one move that I'm not going to show, and I just couldn't find a really good move set for it. I think this might be the move set for it, but when I show you the next move set, you'll understand why you probably never will use this move set. The finisher is Beefy. It does about 2 million damage, and it's a skip turn move, so you're going to skip for 2 turns, which sounds amazing, but I also found that there's just nothing to go along with it that sort of makes sense. We either make too many of the cross break gems, or we don't make enough of other things that we need to make this work. So that's why I didn't really want to show any moveset with it, and I'm not going to. Check out the next moveset, you'll understand why. It just will beat anything that this one does, even with metals, it'll beat it into the ground. So no need for me to show it, but if you want to see it, check out one of those other content creators, one of those other friends of mine. I'm sure they'll do something with it, but the next moveset is the killer. Check it out. So for the final moveset, the best moveset, big shout out to Evo. Thank you so much for bringing this one to my attention. This one is exciting for me because it reminds me of another showboat, the one that I love most, Billy Rieger. This is a Rieger Jr., as Evo called it. move set. We're going to do the tricolor. We're going to bring back in the diving Hurricane Rana, making 20 randoms into Pyros. We're going to make 21 randoms into ×4 multiplies with the 619. And then the Mysterio Kanrana, choose 7 gems into yellow. Now, this moveset requires the gear. You need the first gear in order to make it work, and I'll show you why. So if you got the gear, then you got +2 MP to begin with, and then putting on Braun Breaker, whom you also need at 26k, that's +4 to yellow and blue. Woods gives you +4 to the purple. 4s and 2s make 6s, move charges at 7. All 3 of them, you're ready to rock and roll. We're going to put on Memrock to boost that multiply gem by 1. And we're going to put on Undertaker for 12k more yellow gem damage. Now, as I said, you need a lot of bells and whistles for this. And for our plates that we could use, you have the Nightmare plate. We're going to increase our yellow gem by 100% for 1 turn when we put down the multiplies. And the Piper's plate, whenever we make 4 or more Pyros, we're going to increase our gems and our yellow gem damage, similar to how Billy Rieger, William Regal works. So having those 2 rarer plates is going to make this just smack super hard. All right, let's go check it out and see what we can do at 6-star bronze. Let's bro. So the first thing you're going to do, and it doesn't matter the order, you can choose the order whichever way you want it to go, but we're going to put down the Pyro gems. So that's going to set the Pyros. And this is the problem with his moveset is that it is random. You want as many Pyros at the bottom and as ready multiplies at the top as we possibly can. So as you can see, we've got a heavy board full of everything. And now here's where the fun begins. You're going to make 2 line breaks at the bottom with your choose move. So there's 1 line break, and then 1, 2, 3 makes 2 line breaks. So we are going to break this line, and that's going to cause Pyro, Pyro, Pyro. We're also going to break this line at the bottom. It did not draw. There we go. That's also going to create Pyros. And our hope is that it creates enough of a cascade to do enough damage, hopefully around 20 million. That's what I've been averaging. So let's see what we can do with that. 2 line breaks, a whole bunch of destruction, all a nice cascade at the same time, and that did 24 million. Turn 1, click, click, boom. So that's why this is probably going to be your favorite moveset, and if you've got the bells and whistles, watch out for sure. All right, so that's Rey Mysterio. That is the Hall of Fame. That is someone that you should be going after as best you can. If anything else, you should be going after his silver gear. So that way you can run him this way if you have the rest of the bells and the whistles. Give this video the old like, share, and subscribe. Brofessor out.